Welcome Sarah to our show. I was really hoping to get Dr. Brenda Wojnowski as my guest tonight, but she was unavailable. So I guess you'll have to do. Russ Wilstermann was our second choice, but sometimes we have to settle for third. Anyway, thanks for coming.
Well, it's truly an honor, Larry. I will try not to disappoint you. What is the topic we will be discussing?
I would like to get your take on the Common Core standards in education. You majored in journalism, so how about we focus on the English language ARC's 11th through 12th grade writing standards?
Wonderful. As former governor of Alaska, some might consider me to be the foremost authority on the matter of our country's educational system. I mean, after all, it was enough to qualify me to be selected as a vice presidential candidate. To start, I think it is important to see how they align with the generic skills for the 21st century workplace.
Yes, I anticipated that you would say that and have prepared accordingly. The first generic 21st century skill obviously applies to the English writing core standards because it relates to the mastery of core subjects and 21st century themes. The second generic skill is about learning and innovation skills. In order to prepare students for complex life and work environments, they include the following: creativity and innovation, critical thinking and problem solving, and communication and collaboration. Do the Common Core standards for 12th grade English writing support these skills?
Why, yes, there are English writing core standards that support those skills. Students need to be able to write argument, to support claims and an analysis of topics or texts, using valid reasoning, and relevant and sufficient evidence. They must also write informative/explanatory texts to examine and convey complex ideas, concepts, and information clearly and accurately through the effective selection, organization, and analysis of content. They must write narratives to develop real or imagined experiences or events using effective technique, well-chosen details, and well-structured event sequences. All of those are tasks that require creativity, critical thinking, problem-solving, and communication.
Wow, your knowledge on the matter is very impressive. I am glad I didn't allow the producer to change the topic to teen pregnancy and invite Bristol instead. How about generic skill 3, information, media, and technology skills?
Speaking of media, I am the one that was governor of the 47th most populated state. I managed to get my bachelor's degree after attending only 4 different small and known schools in 5 years, and I wrote a book. But wait. Bristol becomes the next Juno, and that is enough to surpass me in media coverage and celebrity status. What is this world coming to? Sorry, Larry, I had to vent. You hit a sore spot. Anyway, back to the subject. Under the standard for writing informative and explanatory texts, it states that in organizing and presenting ideas, both graphics and multimedia should be used, especially when it is helpful in comprehension. As part of another standard for production and distribution of writing, it states that students should use technology, including internet, to produce, publish, and update individual or shared writing products in response to ongoing feedback, including new arguments or information.
Generic skill 4 is about life and career skills. The ability to navigate the complex life and work environments in the globally competitive information age requires students to pay rigorous attention to developing adequate life and career skills, as well as thinking skills and content knowledge. These skills include flexibility and adaptability, initiative and self-direction, social and cross-cultural skills, productivity and accountability, and leadership and responsibility.
Well, Larry, although the standards don't specifically describe the skills and abilities students should develop using that exact language, they still support those skills. For example, the standards address the student's ability to create narrative, which require initiative and self-direction. They are to develop and strengthen writing as a process of planning, revising, editing, rewriting, or trying a new approach, which requires responsibility, productivity, and accountability to be exercised by the students in order to achieve success.
Thank you. Your answer have been very informative and thorough. If you were part of a group project in a K-12 curriculum class, I would say your group deserves an A+. On another note, I am looking forward to hosting your daughter soon.
Well, I hope you booked her far in advance, because I have been practically raising my grandson trip by myself. Bristol has been away competing on Dancing with the Stars, and making numerous appearances on late-night talk shows. Jay Leno has already had her on his show 3 times. Thanks for having me.